Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Could this be Carly's plan for Willow in General Hospital? Nina is clearly the problem. We all know Carly will mourn Michael on General Hospital. But we also know that she will find time to consider how she may keep Michael's children, Wiley and Amelia Grace, for herself. Could this be her devilish plan? Carly, mother of all, adores claiming other women's children for herself. After all, she persuaded Donna to address her as Mama Carly, so she'll undoubtedly feel entitled to Wiley and Amelia as well. It's a bad they have a mother. If only there was a way to control Willow and her children. Consider Drew, the man in the middle. He had lately slept with Willow. But before that, he slept with Carly, thus he owes her his lifetime love. Drew recently slept with Nina. If Willow found out, she would be furious with Nina, right? I'm like, completely mad. She's so mad that she'll turn her back on Nina and run back into Carly's warm, loving parental hug. She should also bring her children. Step by step, if only someone could open Willow's eyes to Nina. Remember how Carly used to make Willow despise her biological mother? If she had done it before, she could do it again. Back then, Carly was only doing it for Willow's benefit. Now she'd be doing it for the kids. Won't someone worry about the children? Obviously, Michael would have preferred it this way. Drew also owes Carly. When you think about it, her way is truly the only way. General Hospital spoilers, is Michael's medical proxy naming Willow in charge fake? According to General Hospital teasers and rumors, Michael Corinthos' medical proxy, which names Willow Corinthos, may have been altered. Nina Reeves, Willow, and Drew Quartermain are fighting a desperate battle to save Willow's children from being taken away forever. Martin Gray had originally fought for immediate exclusive custody, if only briefly, so that Willow could keep her children with her, in an attempt to strike first. Willow had refused at the moment, but Martin did remark to Nina that Michael's medical proxy, Willow, would make medical decisions if he became incapacitated. However, it is true that Martin would not have prepared such documents. Diane Miller has always been the Corinthos attorney, and Michael is Sonny Corinthos' adoptive son. That begs the question of how Martin learned about the proxy and how he obtained access to it. It's possible he learned about it through previous ELQ work. Martin has always been Valentine Cassadine's lawyer, and he was once co-CEO of ELQ, while Michael also worked for the company. GH spoilers, who recently had access to this proxy? A reasonable query might be, who recently had access to this proxy, and who had a reason to change it? Despite the fact that Curtis Ashford and Michael duped Drew out of Aurora Media, there is a good chance Drew possesses a copy, and Drew is the one who pushed for its use. Drew may also have a spare key to specific portions of Aurora Media. After all, he hasn't been barred from working at the offices. He may have even possessed an electronic copy of the proxy, together with other legal paperwork. General Hospital spoilers, could Drew have accessed the proxy and changed the date? Michael is typically on top of things, so he updated his medical proxy when he realized his marriage was over, even though he had no idea he'd need it. On the other hand, one would expect him to have used Diane Miller to draw that as well. Michael's aim of exclusive custody, as well as Willow's removal of Wiley Corinthos from the state and accusation of unfitness as a mother, may have served as a wake-up call. Drew planned to pull some strings once Willow was informed at GH that the children had been abducted. Could the strings he pulled already be done, such as changing the date or reusing an older proxy from Aurora? GH spoilers weekly update, Jordan's confrontation, Tracy's trouble, and Anna's interrogation. The General Hospital teasers for January 13th to 17th, 2025 are here. Jordan Ashford is set to give Drew Quartermain the riot act next week. Tracy Quartermain is in serious trouble. Anna Devane questions a suspect. Trina Robinson finally meets Emma Scorpio Drake. General Hospital spoilers Monday, January 13th, Isaiah Gannon acts quickly. GH spoilers for Monday, January 13th suggest that Isaiah Gannon steps in to save a life. A preview film depicts Isaiah in the operation room. According to Isaiah, Michael Corinthos will die anyway. Despite the burns and Cyrus Renault's digitalis administration, we know Michael is still alive. Meanwhile, Kai Taylor and Trina enjoy a pleasant moment. Carly Spencer gives a warning. Sonny Corinthos agrees to a deal with Nina Reeves. Willow Tate Corinthos is also undecided about her next step. GH spoilers Tuesday, January 14th. On Tuesday, January 14th, Lucky Spencer reveals shocking new information. Lulu Spencer makes an appeal to Tracy. Dante Falconeri informs Sonny. Nina is enraged at Drew's nasty actions. Additionally, Jason Morgan has an idea for Carly Spencer. General Hospital spoilers Wednesday, January 15th, Anna Devane grills a suspect. Could this suspect be Cyrus? After all, Jack discovered Cyrus stabbing Dex Heller in the security camera. Meanwhile, Tracy begs Jason. Carly demands that Jack Brennan feed her information. Drew successfully shuts down Alexis Davis. Trina and Emma finally meet, but will they connect or clash? Carly and Tracy will face off on Thursday, January 16th, according to GH spoilers. Willow confides in Harrison Chase. Nina looks to Ava Jerome for support and possibly assistance. Kai manages to impress Trina. Dante and Cody Bell talk about the past. General Hospital spoilers Friday, January 17th, Jordan Ashford's anger on Friday, Jordan slams Drew. Willow makes a significant decision, but how will it affect Drew, Michael, and the children? Tracy is also in deep difficulty. Ava has a new mission to complete. What happens right after Nina checks in? Ava may become engaged in Willow's quest for her children. Meanwhile, Lulu and Brooklyn Quartermain clash once more. Which storyline are you most looking forward to watching in the week of January 13th, 2025? What are your predictions for Willow, Drew, Carly, Nina, and Sonny? What are the future plans for Lucky, Lulu, Dante, Cyrus, and the other characters? General Hospital spoilers, Isaiah takes a chance. Will the digitalis antidote save Michael's life? According to General Hospital teasers and updates, Isaiah Gannon will gamble when Michael Corinthos crashes after receiving a digitalis 4. Given that 3 individuals have suffered heart attacks in recent months with digitalis discovered in their systems after autopsy, he and Lucas Jones decide to try it. General Hospital spoilers Isaiah Gannon as Lucas Jones debate because of Michael's medical history. Time is of the essence, as Isaiah weighs the pros and disadvantages, debating with Lucas over Michael's medical history. Michael had a hereditary heart abnormality as a newborn, which was fixed. Michael's trauma, both physically and emotionally, from being trapped on fire may have contributed to a heart condition. They don't want to repeat what happened to Sam McCall and Dex Heller by acting too late to save them. Isaiah is concerned about trying the digitalis antidote because, if that is not the source of Michael's heart problems, he could die nonetheless. Lucas persuades him that they must take the risk because if they don't, his nephew would die. GH spoilers, the slightest possibility of success. There is only the slightest possibility of success, but Isaiah believes that they must risk it because if Michael dies, the digitalis killer will have claimed another victim. Michael is coding, and it will be too late if, like in previous fatalities, the poison is discovered during autopsy and tox screens will take too long as well. Lucas recalls how they immediately performed a tox screen on Sam and were unable to save her. She had died, and the same thing happened in Dex's case. If Michael dies, it will not be because they did not do everything possible to keep him alive, including administering the digitalis antidote. Since Sam and Dex's deaths, and Elizabeth Baldwin's suspension, a digitalis antidote has been maintained in the hospital pharmacy, and Isaiah and Lucas have requested it. General Hospital spoilers. Even if the antidote works, Michael may be comatose. Lucas and Isaiah are both aware that even if the antidote works and Michael's heart attack symptoms disappear, he has been exposed to the toxin for an extended period of time, which could result in coma. But Lucas, knowing how long his niece Lulu Spencer was in a coma before waking up for other reasons, understands that nothing is impossible. Isaiah and Lucas agree to attempt and then administer the antidote. It does alleviate heart attack symptoms, indicating that whoever is doing this is still in the hospital and has access to the patients. Another uncertainty is whether Michael will wake up, which will take some time to determine. Willow, who was normally composed, struggled to keep her cool in Nina's opulent residence. Her tired eyes showed her inner agony as she watched her children, Wiley and Amelia, oblivious to the chaos happening around them. "Nina," Willow said, her voice full of emotion, "the kids are calm, but I can't shake this feeling. Wiley is overly curious. If he gets hold of a tablet or watches the news, he might find out what happened to Michael before I can explain it to him." Nina's visage softened, but her tone remained hard. "Willow, I understand how you feel, but going to the hospital right now will just complicate matters. Michael's condition is serious, and your presence may cause unnecessary drama. You should think about what is best for your children." Willow breathed sharply, her frustration apparent. "My marriage may be dissolved, but my feelings for Michael remain the same. I still love him." Before Nina could react, the doorbell rang, and her lawyer, Martin, arrived with a sad expression. He expressed his condolences before getting right to the issue. "Willow," Martin remarked, adjusting his glasses. "We need to discuss the next steps. Even if Michael is incapacitated, his legal team is likely to proceed with the divorce. I strongly propose requesting temporary full custody of the children. It's a deliberate approach to maintain your position." Willow's expression stiffened. "Michael is fighting for his life. Do you want me to take his children away? I will not do it." Martin raised his hands in a pacifying motion. "That is not what I am suggesting. However, Michael has already applied for exclusive custody. If you don't act immediately, you can lose your opportunity to negotiate terms later." Willow's resolve did not waver. "I won't let lawyers decide my family's fate while Michael is in that hospital bed." She rushed off, leaving Martin and Nina to exchange glances. "What now?" Nina asked. Martin curved his lips into a knowing smile. "We have leverage. Michael named Willow as his medical proxy and never changed it. If things take a turn, she may have more control than she believes. Whether she likes it or not, this could be our strongest suit." Hospital and fractured bonds. Drew stood at the nurse's station, his shoulders tensed as he spoke with Lucas. "How is Michael doing?" Lucas looked at the chart in his hands. "He is in the burn unit. The team is working on him, but that's all I can say for now." Curtis appeared before Drew could react, his face betraying a barely hidden rage. "If you really want to do something for Michael," Curtis remarked coldly. "This is a family problem, and you have caused enough harm." Drew's jaw stiffened. "I understand your anger, Curtis, but Michael is also a member of my family. I will not let you keep me from seeing him." Curtis's laugh was unfunny. "Family? Coming from you, the word has no meaning. You are merely here to relieve your guilt. If you'd want to help, pray for Michael. Otherwise, remain out of the way." Before Drew could respond, Alexis arrived to console Christina, who was pacing the waiting room like a nervous shadow. Christina cried as she hugged her mother. "Michael's always been my rock," Christina said quietly. "I can't lose him. Not after all we've already gone through." Alexis directed her to sit. "Michael is a fighter. Right now, he needs you to be strong. What would he tell you if he were here?" Christina managed a faint, misty smile. "He'd hug me and tell me everything's going to be okay." "Then honor him by holding it together," Alexis suggested. "The weight of loss." Carly sat in the hospital chapel, the faint light of a candle flickering before her as she clasped her hands in prayer. "I know I only come to you when I need something," she said softly. "Please do not take my son away from me. Spare him, and I'll do whatever to make things right." The sound of footsteps behind her halted her request. She turned to see Drew, his expression filled with sadness. "I thought I'd find you here," he murmured gently. "Carly, I'm so sorry about Michael." Her eyes burned with rage. "Sorry? Do you think apologizing is enough? You were supposed to be his friend and family, yet you deceived him." Drew stepped forward, his voice begging. "Carly, it's complicated. I did not want this to happen." "Complicated?" Carly spat. Michael is in a hospital bed because of your decisions. You don't get to play the martyr here. The investigation begins. Back at the penthouse ruins, Sunny and Jason combed through the rubble, their faces somber as they assessed the devastation. This should never have happened, Jason mumbled, his voice tinged with regret. Sunny put a hand on his shoulder. We all missed the signs, Jason. But we'll figure out who did it, and they'll pay. Jason clenched his jaw. Finding them will not fix the damage. We discussed getting out of this existence, Sunny. For Michael's sake and Danny's sake, we must make that happen. Anna and Chase arrived, interrupting their chat and beginning their inquiry into the explosion. Jason described the terrifying moments when he and Sunny retrieved Michael from the flames. Michael wasn't the target, Anna decided. This was intended for Sunny. Michael was collateral damage. A turning point. As the night progressed, tensions grew and alliances changed. When Diane arrived with an officer to retrieve Wiley and Amelia, Nina was faced with an unexpected confrontation. You can't do this, Nina begged. The children don't even know what's happened yet. Diane's expression was indifferent. I've got a court order, Nina. The children should be returned to their legal guardians. Jason sat by Michael's bedside in the hospital, his mind racing with recollections of a carefree, younger Michael. As the machines beeped incessantly, Michael stirred, his eyes flickering open. I'm here, Michael, Jason said quietly. And I'm not going anywhere. The road ahead. Following the explosion, each individual was forced to confront their past, their decisions, and the relationships that tied them together. As secrets were disclosed and motives were revealed, the Port Charles population braced itself for the upcoming fights. Whether motivated by love, loyalty, or vengeance, each action would bring them closer to answers, or to the edge of even more turmoil. A life in peril. Michael's recent life has been a succession of traumatic incidents ending in a violent explosion in Sunny Corinthos' penthouse. Michael's life hung in the balance as Sunny and Jason Morgan raced to save him from the fire. Their desperate efforts were successful, but the aftermath has left Michael in severe condition, with burns covering 40% of the body. Lucas Jones, the ever-reliable physician at General Hospital, provided gloomy updates. Michael's injuries were severe, and despite the medical team's hard efforts, the young Corinthos heir may need to be moved to a specialized burn hospital for further care. Meanwhile, Carly Spencer, Michael's fiercely protective mother, held on to optimism as she negotiated the emotional turmoil surrounding her son's health. Family tensions boil up. Carly and Jocelyn Jacks waited nervously at the hospital, feeling the pressure of Michael's condition. Jocelyn, who was fiery and faithful, was unable to conceal her rage. She turned to face Carly, her voice full of frustration. Mom, how did it come to this? Michael deserves more than to be lying in a hospital bed because of another person's battle. Jocelyn's remarks were cutting, yet her tears revealed her concern. Carly, who was as distraught, placed a consoling hand on her daughter's shoulder. I understand, Joss. But right now, we have to concentrate on him. He is fighting, as are we. At the same time, Michael's estranged wife, Willow Corinthos, faced her own reckoning. The couple's relationship had just suffered a setback, with Michael seeking for divorce and sole custody of their children. Willow, despite her heartbreak, refused to let it cloud her judgment. She went to the hospital to check on Michael, but her presence sparked a storm. Why are you even here? Jocelyn snapped when she noticed Willow in the waiting area. Michael trusted you, and you squandered it all. Now you show up, seeming to care? Willow's voice faltered as she attempted to justify herself. I've made errors, but I still love him, Joss. I am here because I care. Unanswered questions. Behind the scenes, the explosion in Sunny's penthouse created serious concerns. Jason and Sunny had long been aware of the perils of their lifestyle, but the most recent attack felt very personal. As investigators scoured the wreckage, Chase, a trusted cop with strong ties to the Corinthos family, swore to find the truth. We'll find out who did this, Chase told Sunny. Michael might not have been the intended target, but this is on them all the same. Sonny's look was steely and his resolve unyielding. Whoever did this will not get another chance. They've messed with my family for the final time. Speculation runs rampant. Meanwhile, outside the fictitious world of Port Charles, General Hospital fans were speculating about Michael Corinthos' destiny. With Chad Duell's departure revealed, many wondered if the character will be recast or written off entirely. Online forums erupted with predictions, ranging from Michael succumbing to his injuries to his recuperation heralding a dramatic return with a new face. Frank Valentini, the show's executive producer, responded to the rumors immediately. There are no plans to recast Michael at this time, Valentini stated. Chad Duell's departure is bittersweet, but we're committed to honoring his portrayal and delivering a compelling story for Michael and his family. The path forward. As Michael fought for his life, his family and loved ones braced themselves for what might come next. Carly, ever the matriarch, lighted a candle in the hospital chapel and prayed silently, demonstrating her faith and tenacity. Sonny, split between vengeance and concern, relied on Jason as they plotted their next move. Willow was also dealing with the consequences of her choices. She had lost Michael's trust, but she refused to lose herself. Her attention moved to their children, ensuring they were safe from the commotion around them. And, despite her rage at Willow, Jocelyn found herself putting her energy into helping her brother. Sitting by Michael's bedside, she held his hand and spoke encouraging things, hoping he could hear her. Jordan vs. Drew, Tracy's Trouble, Anna's Suspect, and Trina and Emma Connect. The General Hospital teasers for January 13th to 17th, 2025 are here. Next week, Jordan Ashford will meet Drew Kane Quartermaine. Tracy Quartermaine lands in hot trouble. Anna Devane interrogates a suspect. Also included are Trina Robinson and Emma Scorpio Drake. General Hospital teasers Monday, January 13th, Isaiah Gannon's rescue. According to GH Teasers, Isaiah Gannon comes to the rescue. A preview film shows Isaiah in the operation room and implies Michael Corinthos' death either way. In Friday's episode, fans also saw Cyrus Renaud give a lethal dose of Digitalis to Michael. Since Michael is not killed off, Isaiah must save the day. Meanwhile, Kai Taylor enjoys a pleasant moment with Trina. Carly Spencer issued a warning. Sonny Corinthos and Nina Reeves reach a compromise. Furthermore, Willow Tate Corinthos feels conflicted. GH spoilers for Tuesday, January 14th, Lucky Spencer gives new information. Lulu Spencer has a request for Tracy. Dante Falconeri meets with Sonny. Nina criticizes Drew for his conduct. Jason Morgan also has an idea for Carly to explore. General Hospital teasers for Wednesday, January 15th show Anna questioning a suspect. Could Cyrus be the suspect here? After all, Jack discovered video evidence that Cyrus was the one who stabbed Dex Heller. Tracy also implores Jason. Carly seeks information from Jack Brennan. Drew shuts down Alexis Davis. Trina meets Emma, but will they connect or clash? GH spoilers for Thursday, January 16th, Carly and Tracy have a fight. Willow opens up to Harrison Chase. Nina opens up to Ava Jerome. Kai truly impresses Trina. Also, Dante and Cody Bell discuss the past. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 17th, Jordan Ashford's confrontation on Friday, Jordan lashes out at Drew. Willow makes a major decision, but what does this mean for Drew, Michael, and the kids? Tracy also goes into tremendous problems. Ava goes on a quest. Lulu once again conflicts with Brooklyn Quartermaine. Which storyline are you most looking forward to watching in the week of January 13th, 2025? What are your predictions for Willow, Drew, Carly, Nina, and Sonny? What are the future plans for Lucky, Lulu, Dante, Cyrus, and the other characters? Jocelyn's journey, dealing with loss and fury. Jocelyn Jax has always had a fiery personality, her fierce commitment rivaled only by her unwavering drive. But the latest blows to her heart had left her on the verge of despair. Dex Heller, the guy she had dared to love despite their chaotic relationship, had been violently taken away from her. Her brother Michael now lay in a hospital bed, his body disfigured by burns from the explosion in the penthouse. Jocelyn found herself alone in Dex's apartment, staring at the weapon she'd concealed weeks before. It was a vivid reminder of the vengeance she had fantasized about since Dex's death. Her palm hovered over the rifle, the weight of its potential greater than she realized. She could almost feel Dex's presence beside her, encouraging her to take another way. But her rage burned hotter than her sorrow, and the prospect of justice, her version of it, was alluring. Her contemplation was cut short when Jack Brennan, a family acquaintance, arrived unexpectedly. He came to accompany her to the hospital, where Michael's condition had worsened. Jocelyn placed the weapon back into its hiding hole, promising to return to it later. The timing wasn't ideal, but it would come. It had to. Cyrus Renaud, the villain's reckoning. Across town, Cyrus Renaud was struggling to maintain his web of lies. Though he had always been cautious about covering his tracks using alibis and proxies, gaps were starting to appear. The murders of Dex and Sam McCall, as well as Michael's injuries from the explosion, drew more attention than Cyrus was comfortable with. Portia Robinson had already met him at the hospital, her fury evident as she demanded an explanation. Despite Cyrus's deft deflection of her accusations, Portia's intuition informed her that the truth was within reach. Meanwhile, Jack Brennan had discovered a crucial piece of evidence linking Cyrus to Dex's murder. The knife that killed Dex retained traces of Cyrus' fingerprints. However, before Jack could act on his knowledge, Michael's deteriorating condition drew him away. Jack was hesitant to tell Carly about the news because he knew how stressed she was already. For the time being, the information remained locked away, a ticking time bomb that might either bring Cyrus down or exacerbate an already volatile situation. Willow's dilemma, a heart divided. Willow Corinthos stood in the shadows of the hospital corridor, divided between guilt and resolve. Her marriage to Michael had been falling apart for months, the weight of infidelity and miscommunication eroding the foundation they had once laid. Despite their differences, Willow cared profoundly for him. The sight of Michael hooked up to machines and battling for his life made her heart ache in ways she had not expected. Nina, her mother and a superb manipulator, viewed the circumstance as an opportunity. "Take the kids and go," Nina said one evening, her voice low and urgent. "Michael's relatives will attempt to turn them against you. Protect yourself." But Willow shook her head, her resolve unwavering. "Michael deserves better than that, even today. I will not do it." Her denial was both a reflection of her enduring affection for Michael and a modest protest against her mother's meddling. However, as time passed and tensions rose, Willow found herself at odds with everyone around her. Nobody wanted her around Michael, their hatred and suspicions served as a daily reminder of her faults. Nonetheless, she refused to abandon him even though her presence prompted intense arguments with Jocelyn and Carly. Sonny and Carly, finding strength together. At General Hospital, Sonny Corinthos sat in the dimly lighted waiting room, his mind racing with rage and regret. The explosion in his apartment served as a harsh reminder of the perils that he faced in life. Michael had paid the price for Sonny's adversaries' vendettas, and this realization gnawed at him. "I should have seen it coming," Sonny muttered to Carly, who had taken the seat next to him. Carly, her usual steel softened by the circumstances, grabbed for his hand. "You can't take all the blame, Sonny. What's important now is figuring out who did this and ensuring that they never damage our family again." Their shared anguish and desperation to safeguard their children rekindled a bond that had long been dormant after years of strife and alienation. They vowed to find out the truth together, relying on one another to get through the difficult days ahead. The fallout. As the week continued, the streets of Port Charles were alive with rumor and anxiety. Who had set the explosive that nearly killed Michael? Was Cyrus Renaud indeed behind it, or was another person lurking in the shadows? And, as Jocelyn struggled with her need for vengeance, Willow fought to show her worth as a mother and wife, despite their estrangement. Michael's condition remained perilous, with each passing hour a heartbreaking reminder of the brevity of life. His relatives and friends flocked around him, their prayers and petitions reflecting their love for him. Spoilers, Chad Duell sleeps with a doll that resembles Maurice Benard. General Hospital teasers indicate that Chad Duell has left his role as Michael Corinthos on the ABC series. Duel recently went on Maurice Benard's podcast, State of Mind, and delighted fans with mention about Mini Maurice. Here's what you should know. General Hospital spoilers: Maurice Benard hosts State of Mind. Fans observed Duel holding a toy, which he introduced as Mini Maurice. According to Duel, he made this myself, actually, about 5-6 years ago. You know, we do scenes together, and we were working hard together, so I kind of wanted to have somebody I could run lines with and just have your kind of presence. In addition, there was a scenario similar to Buddha's belly. For good luck, I just go between the shirt and stroke the nip. It's a good luck charm for me, especially when I have something important to do. Is this what they mean by method acting? GH spoilers: Chad Duel's doll Benard made fans giggle when he mentioned that the doll resembles Robert De Niro in The Godfather rather than Sonny on GH. Duel remarked, "I used that as inspiration a little bit when I was building it, but noted that the Maurice doll is more calm, prone to spontaneous outbursts." General Hospital spoilers: Maurice Benard's sense of humor. On a completely separate note, Benard asked his co-star whether he intended to sleep with the doll since that they wouldn't be seeing each other on a daily basis. Duel didn't hesitate to say, "I usually sleep with him," to which Benard said, "So he can embrace you and stuff?" GH spoilers: Chad Duel departs. GH Chad told his on-screen dad that the doll does everything you'd expect a real Maurice to do, but Benard pointed out that the doll resembles the actor's 90s version. Tell us, GH lovers, what is your favorite memory of Michael and Sonny Corinthos as father and son? They've gone through a lot together, and Michael is struggling for his life after being caught in an explosion in Sonny's apartment. Do you believe the show will kill off the legacy character? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.